Hello, my name is Judy Howell. I'm the Grants Management and Compliance Tech for the North Carolina Community College System Office, Office of College and Career Readiness. I've been tasked with explaining the budget documents for the RFP. As you can see, this form is the 231 Adult Education and Family Literacy Act budget document. This document is submitted to the System Office of College and Career Readiness during the application process. If the application is approved through a competitive process, it is then recommended to the North Carolina State Board of Community Colleges for funding. Grant recipients will receive notification of funding from the North Carolina Community College System Office, Office of Budget and Business Finance. This budget will ask that you provide your name, your federal ID number. It is also showing you that the effective dates for this portion of the grant is July 1, 2021 through June 30th, 2022. You have sections in this form beginning with A and ending with L. In each section, you are to place an amount in for the federal allocation money that you receive, any state match that you are obligated to show and match it as a state portion of your funds, and your total category for that line section. You would do that for each of the lines and give us a total amount of what you are expected to receive. Previously funded community colleges that receive both Title II and state funds must include both their federal and state literacy funds received in the total. State literacy funds are required as the match to the federal award. So here you will place both your state funds as well as your Title II federal funds for a budget total for this application for previously funded community colleges. For community colleges that did not receive the Title II funding, you should estimate what your total is based on the plan that you submit. All state literacy funds received are to be included in the total as the required match to the federal award. Community-based organizations should estimate what their total is expected to be based on their plan and include a 40% match for receiving the federal funds. At the bottom of this page, you will see that it is requiring 2 signatures on your left. These signatures need to be from 2 different individuals. One of them, the Chief Financial Officer at your agency, and the other, the Adult Education Program Director, or who has direct knowledge of this program. In addition to this budget form, you will have a budget narrative. Your budget narrative will explain what you have placed in your budget document, how you will spend these funds. You will need to include sentences that explain the math on how you got to arrive at your totals. You'll need to show your calculations so that we can follow those. I'll say that for salaries, instructional salaries, you have an instructor that teaches full-time at a rate of $45 an hour times how many hours to come up with a total. And you'll do that for each of your employees, although you can have a salary range for a group of employees if they're paid in the same salary range. But those calculations will appear here to match the total on the form 231. Career Services will, you will show us here how you, Matthew, I shouldn't have gone to Career Services yet.
What do you mean?
Because I think I should have started with, oh, I can go to career services. Can you cut that part and put that part in?
I can cut start to where what you last said, and then I can cut it back in.
Okay.
Yeah, we can just blend it in.
All right. Then I'm going to go to B.
Sounds good.
B is your, you ready? B is your non-instructional salaries. These salaries would be your coordinators, your administrative assistants, whoever is assisting in this project to plan that services are held. Your employer's retirement, whatever you put in for their retirement and their Social Security, break it down. Let us know what that is here, as well as your hospitalization. Your career services are services that you provide to help job seekers access employment, education, training, and support services to succeed in the labor market. So if you have a full-time career services person, coordinator that gives out information so that the students can thrive and find a job and succeed, then you need to, salary will be included, or any other type of necessary item that you would need to use for career services would be included in this amount. Your educational supplies and materials. We say that educational supplies are items that are at a per unit cost of $5,000 or less, regardless of how long the useful life is of this product. You will need to break it down here and let us know what those are. Say you're getting 2 laptop computers at a cost of $540 each. That information needs to go here, and it also needs to go on the form 231 document, budget document form, and they will need to match here what your educational supplies and materials are. When we speak about equipment, we are talking about tangible personal property that has a useful life of more than a year, and it also has a per unit cost which exceeds $5,000. We do require that prior approval, that you request prior approval before you purchase these items. If by chance you include that on your application and on this budget form, and it is approved through this process, then you have prior approval. Your contractual services are all services that are under contract that you are under contract with individuals or any companies that are assisting you in completing your project plan. So if you have a company that picks your students up and take them back and forth, and you do it under a contract, this is where you put that information. You let us know how long and what that total amount is. Staff travel, although we're not doing very much of that now, you would need to let us know there where you plan to attend any type of meetings, what your subsistence would be, what your airline costs would be, or however you decide to travel to get there, and exactly where you're going. So because we will look at that and make sure that it's something that is allowable. The 225 grant also has a budget document that needs to be approved. It is very similar to the 231 document, except it does not require matching funds as the 231 document does. So here you would put in your information as you did on as you did on the 231 document, or your corrections. You'll give us a budget total. We'll also require the 2 signatures from your chief financial office and your adult ed program director. You will take the same instructions from the 231 and you will follow those to complete the budget narrative for the corrections and other institutionalized individual budget form, the 225. You will complete it totally as you did the one for the 231. Once you have these budget forms completed, they should be uploaded according to the directions in this RFP.